Do you have a dog that gets repeated ear infections? Shaking and scratching his ear. Horrible ear discharge. This is a new studied alternative remedy which can really help. Are you looking to learn more about natural pet health and wellness? You've come to the right place. Click the link to subscribe to Veterinary Secrets. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Click up there to subscribe, hit the bell to sign up for notifications, and when you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book. Ear infections in our dogs, also known as otitis externa, they are pretty darn common. Most commonly, we're dealing with excess yeast within the ears. Typically then there's this black waxy discharge. Secondary, it can be bacterial. Staph would be the most common bacteria. In the majority of cases with our dogs with recurring ear infections, they have an underlying allergy. Typically it's an environmental allergy, maybe it's to pollen or something. They get the systemic skin inflammation. That inflammation shows up within the ear canal. It allows these secondary things to grow, allows the overgrowth of yeast, allows the overgrowth of bacteria. Here's one study you should know about. It's titled The Efficacy of Argentine Propolis Formation for the Treatment of Canine Otitis Externa. What that means is they were using this stuff, propolis, also known as bee glue. They used it as an eardrop for dogs and they found it to be really effective. This was a controlled study. So they had dogs with ear infections. Some were getting a placebo, i.e. some basic oil. Versus other dogs that had these ear infections, they were given these propolis drops. And in the study, they said they swabbed and cultured what was in these dogs' ears. They found over 50% of them, they had malassezia. That's yeast, the most common cause of underlying dog ear infections. Secondarily, they found up to 25% also had staph, some type of staph bacteria, and then a smaller percent of bacteria called Pseudomonas. Interestingly, what they found, dogs getting the placebo, i.e. the non-medicated drops, they showed no improvement at all. But the dogs getting the propolis ear drops, they showed marked improvement in clinical signs. Propolis, also known as bee glue, it's what bees use to reinforce their hives. It has hundreds of medicinal properties, but it's now been well documented to have many antibacterial properties, to have many anti-yeast properties, also to be a really effective anti-inflammatory. Those are kind of all three things that we really want if we're treating a dog that has an ear infection. We want to deal with the yeast, we want to deal with the bacteria, and we want to deal with the underlying cause, that red inflamed ear. Propolis, it can do all that. So if you have a dog with recurring ear infections, really need to be considering propolis. And knowing all that, how can you start using it on your dog? Number one, you could consider a propolis spray. You could spray that on the outside or the pin of your dog's ear within the vertical ear canal. You want to be doing that twice a day after you spray it. You're going to rub the base of the ear really well so it can work its way down the ear canal. Apply the spray twice daily for 10 to 14 days. And as an aside, also really good for throat infections. It tastes kind of sweet and honey-like. It's good for you. Propolis tincture. So this is very concentrated propolis in an alcohol base, and it could be applied directly into the ears. Be as simple as just opening up the tincture bottle, tilting your dog's head back, putting in somewhere between 2 to 5 drops at the base of your dog's ear, right in here, where I'm tilting it in with Tula's ear. Then rub the base of that ear really well as you hear it's working its way down the ear canal. You're going to be doing that twice a day, somewhere between 7 to 14 days. But if you have a dog that has sort of red, inflamed, really painful looking ears, then you wouldn't want to be using this alcohol-based tincture because that's going to really sting and really irritate your ears. So this would be reserved for a dog that just has a moderate ear infection. We're not seeing red and open and inflamed. For an ongoing ear infection, keeps coming back, consider the propolis capsules. The capsules, they're very safe for our dogs. Virtually no documented side effects. They can do a great job of dealing with systemic inflammation, like helping deal with that underlying allergy, while also being antifungal and antibacterial. So if you have a dog with a chronic and really serious ear infection, you're finding topically it's just not working, get the propolis capsules. We're looking at pretty typical doses of 100 milligrams per 10 pounds of body weight daily. And these are 500 milligram capsules. I would be giving Tula half of these capsules once a day. Then lastly, I want to show you a way where you can give the propolis topically, but in a way where it's not going to be irritating to your dog's ear canals. Something where you can give to a dog that's got a serious ear infection You can use the benefits of propolis topically. You're going to need 2 ingredients. Number 1, propolis tincture. Then number 2, aloe vera gel. Aloe vera gel, it's been extensively studied and it's really safe topically for our dogs. And it's a great topical anti-inflammatory. You can just use an aloe plant if you have it. I've just picked up some gel. I think it cost me about $10 or $15. I'm putting in 2 tablespoons of the gel. So that's 30 mils, 2 tablespoons. Then we're gonna add in the magical propolis. We're putting in 2 mils or 2 full dropperfuls. There you go, Tula. 2 mils of propolis. It should look all yellow like this. Just mix it up well so you're blending in that yellow propolis or bee glue with your aloe vera. You're left with something kind of looks like cake icing. Ooh, the recipe's ready. Get yourself a 3 or 5 cc syringe. Got one here. You're gonna draw a small amount up into your syringe. Ta-da! Your aloe propolis concoction is ready. Then seat this at the base of your dog's ear, putting in 2 to 5 drops. Then what I want you to do is rub the base of the ear really well so you can hear it squishing. It's working its way down the ear canal. You're going to be doing this twice daily, somewhere between 5 to 10 days. And that should treat most dog ear infections. The fact that we've diluted the propolis with the aloe means that we're going to markedly decrease any of the second irritation that's coming from the alcohol base in that propolis tincture. And the fact that we've added in the aloe, it's going to form this nice base to really decrease all that red inflammation within the ears. So you're going to have the benefits of the propolis being anti-yeast, antibacterial. You have the benefits of the aloe being anti-inflammatory. Those in combination are going to do a great job of treating your dog's yeast or bacterial ear infection. If you happen to have a dog with an ear infection, especially repeated ear infections, nothing else has worked, go get yourself some propolis, be it in the form of a tincture, the spray, the capsules. Incorporate that into your dog's ear healing regimen. You may be really and pleasantly surprised. Thanks so much for watching this edition of Veterinary Secrets of how to finally heal your dog's ear infection using propolis. Click up there to subscribe, hit the bell to sign up for notifications, then when you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book.